What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans just defeated the Tennessee Titans 23-14. And that concludes the 2024 regular season for the Houston Texans. They finished 10-7 on the year, the first time since 2019 that the Houston Texans got back-to-back double-digit wins. Now, all eyes are on the playoffs, and we know who the Houston Texans are going against. The Los Angeles Chargers, Saturday, 3 o'clock, wild card weekend, the same time as always for this Houston Texans franchise. But first, we are going to talk about this victory against the Tennessee Titans because we saw a new offensive line. We saw the debut of Deontay Johnson, and we saw this Houston Texans starting offense do what we've been wanting them to do all year. We're going to discuss it next. My name is Ruben Calavillo, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. And guys, this episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. They're giving you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit of $2,000. On your second and third sign-up, it's 125% promo bonus. YouTube 150 is the promo code that gets that done. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service. BetUS, ladies and gentlemen, where the game begins. Let's start with the Houston Texans starting offense, because there were some things that we were looking at. One of them, the offensive line. It was a new iteration out there. Laremy Tunsil at left tackle, Titus Howard at left guard, Jared Patterson at center, Juice Scruggs at right guard, and rookie Blake Fisher at right tackle. I think the offensive line did well. The bar is very low for this unit. This was one of their best performances all year. Now, for anyone wanting to take away from the offensive line, the Tennessee Titans were trying to lose this game. I understand that. But Harold Landry was out there. T'Vondre Sweat was out there. Justin Simmons was out there. We saw a pretty good defensive front against a Houston Texan offensive line that is still trying to get things on track, and they looked well. Not only were they pass protecting well for C.J. Stroud, they were pass protecting well for Davis Mills. They were creating lanes for Joe Mixon. They were creating lanes all day for Dameon Pierce. I think this is the offensive line going forward in the postseason. I commend the offensive line for their performance. When we saw how much the starting O-line played, right? Laremy Tunsil and Titus Howard, they played a half. The starting offensive line was out there for quarters 1 and 2. Quarters 3 and 4, the Texans brought off Laremy Tunsil, brought off Titus Howard, and kept Jared Patterson, Juice Scruggs, and Blake Fisher out there. I think that was perfect. I think D'Amico Ryan's plan worked, getting this offense some type of confidence before the playoffs. The opening drive for the Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud, 6 of 6, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Completed passes to Nico Collins, completed passes to Joe Mixon, as well as tight end Dalton Schultz for 13 yards, a sliding grab by him. I like giving Nico Collins, who is 6'4", an opportunity to go up and win the 50-50 ball. And I like that when you got a delay of game in the red zone, it didn't mess up your offensive drive. Because normally what this Houston Texan offense has shown us, when any little thing goes wrong, it collapses the entire drive. No, the Houston Texans, they still punch it in for 6. C.J. Stroud to Nico Collins in the end zone. Nico Collins gets 1,000 yards. Joe Mixon gets 1,000 yards. The entire starting offense looked good. Thank you. That's all we needed to see. Job well done. If you can get this in the postseason, I'm feeling nicey. I'm feeling like I can compete with anybody. Great job by the starting offense. Great job, Bobby Slowick. And D'Amico Ryan's great job by you, because a lot of people wanted the Houston Texans to rest their starters. No, you took a gamble. You put them out there, and they made you look good, D'Amico, by putting up a scoring drive. If the offense would have put up a field goal, we would have said, go back out there. You get one shot, you took advantage of it. Great job. Davis Mills Mafia, 12 of 22, 128 yards, no tutty, no INT, sacked one time. There was only one sack in this game. Davis Mills did exactly what he needed to do. Didn't, win you the game, didn't lose you the game, just a game manager. Shout out to Davis Mills. Dameon Pierce, 19 rushes, 176 yards, and the big 92-yard touchdown to, cap off his 2024 season. It was definitely an up and down one for Dameon Pierce. Look, I love that he had his breakout game. However, keep him at kick return. I think that's where he's best. Joe Mixon, it is a game-changing running back. You want him out there as many times as you can, but it's nice knowing that potentially, if Dameon Pierce is given an opportunity, he can take 192 yards to the house. But I still think his skill set is best suited in kick return. He's been doing well all year. Receiving leaders: Robert Woods, 2 catches, 39 yards, also laid a hit on the Tennessee tight end. Nico Collins, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 38 yards, 1 tutty. Dalton Schultz, 3 catches, 29 yards. Dare, 2 catches, 26. John Mechie, 2 catches, 24. Deontay Johnson, his debut as a Houston Texans, 4 targets, 2 receptions for 12 yards. Now, the 2 that were missed, one of them was a goal ball. Davis Mills just barely missed him. The second one, it was in the red zone. Deontay Johnson just murders the Tennessee DB, wins the route from the jump. Davis Mills targets him, ball behind him, and Davis Mills knew that, right? He said, my bad. He was looking at Deontay there. I like that they had a game plan for him, but hey, now we got to tune it up. It's the playoffs, baby. You can't hold anything back. Overall, the Houston Texans offense was okay. They did what they needed to do in terms of putting up 23 points and letting your defense, completely shut out Tennessee. Because outside of that big play from Will Levis, the Houston Texans defense kept Tennessee in check. And there was no Danielle Hunter out there. There was no Folo out there. There was no Christian Harris out there. Welcome back, Azeez Al-Shaair. Your leading tackler was MJ Stewart, 6. He also had 2 tackles for loss. Derek Barnett, what a game he had. A sack, 2 tackles for loss, and a defensive touchdown. His second defensive touchdown on the year. And why you like that from Derek Barnett is because he's been on deep playoff runs. He's been in the Super Bowl, 1-1 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Had a big moment like this against Tom Brady. I believe it was in Houston, no less. No, I think it was in Houston. But Derek Barnett, a veteran, knows his job and can give you big plays, when his number is called. Fantastic day for him. 2 defensive touchdowns on the year, and both of them he picked it up, and no one was going to bring him down. He dragged that Tennessee Titan who was trying to tackle him, I think 20 yards. Mario Edwards Jr., a sack on the day. These defensive tackles, man, I think it's one of their best seasons in a very long time as far as sack-wise, right? Because Mario Edwards Jr. could get to the QB. Tim Settle Jr. could get to the QB. Danico Autry, right? When he first got here, I think he had like 3 sacks in 2 games. Folo, right? His 1 sack on the year. They're getting to the QB, guys, and you just hope that continues in the postseason. But overall, this was a get-right game for the Houston Texans, a tune-up game like Adam Sandler said in The Longest Yard, and that's exactly what they got. Their 10th win of the season, and they got to embarrass the Tennessee Titans once again, who were wearing the Houston Oilers uniform. I don't know why they continue to do that against this Houston Texans team. They just look dumber and dumber, but hey, that's the 2024 regular season for the Houston Texans. Now, all eyes are at the playoffs. All eyes are looking up at that Lombardi trophy at the top of the mountain. We heard Rex Ryan say today that the Chargers basically got a bye week against us. No one believes in this Houston Texans team. I've heard that all before. Hell, at one point this season, I was doubting this team. But once you get there, once you realize you're one of the few remaining teams that have an opportunity to fight for football immortality, anything could happen, baby. I'm back. I'm ready. I'm ready to get delusional again. I'm ready to get my heart broken again. For more Houston Texans content, you guys know what to do. Feel free to follow me for more. Go Houston. Episode brought to you by BetUS. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service. You guys have a very blessed day.